Just letting you know this is only my spoiler first impressions of the episode. Check my pinned comment for a free gift related to this video. And to watch my unfiltered reactions with exclusive bonuses, join my Asha Media TV Club. The link is in the description box below. Now, here's my afterthoughts of this episode of Fringe. Okay, all right. Let's focus. With the 7.5 minutes I actually do have to try to give you some feedback here. Okay, I'm gonna have to work backwards because that was really well done in ending it off with a crazy reveal, the old friend situation, and having excuse me, my mind's racing. Having Jessica, having Astrid, look at me forgetting her name, Astrid shot there in the gut. So, you know, if they're following patterns from from other types of shows that does that, it'll be one of those like hanging on a thread situation while whatever happens in episode 22 happens. Okay, I'm choosing to believe she's fine. Oh, she's one character that if they do... Oh, no, okay. I don't want to get that running away from me. Okay, no. Let's go from the beginning. Because if I work backwards, I'll get all more confused. So, beginning, we have the case of the week, right? The situation of the week kind of thing. With these nanites causing people to burn up as they move. And Rebecca Hayter guest starring... I was very excited about that. She's one of my favorite characters from Once Upon a Time. I am a fan of that show. Yeah, so that's where I know her from. Okay. So, yeah, Rebecca Hayter, great to see her. I like the role she played. I like how it helped... excuse me. I like how it helped Olivia kind of come to terms with the possibility or the likelihood of having a normal life, as she was telling Peter. And I mean, I presumed she asked for a nursery because she is pregnant, but I guess maybe it's just to give him a heads up she's ready to start a family. I don't know, one or the other. But the way they went about that was quite surprising. And yeah. And now also too, he has the memory. Oh, right. Did he tell her about Henry? What the observers showed him? Observers, September. Oh, okay, well, now that's crossing my mind. I don't know if he told her. I don't think he would have. But then again, either way, it brings that subject up. So, either way, whatever the outcome with that, that's cool. If she's pregnant, she is. If she's not, if she does decide to still start a family, I guess that's maybe something they'll wrap up in season 5 kind of thing, happy ending situation. Hopefully. Okay, let's move forward. Then we have, the whole situation of finding a cure-ish, but essentially it allowed Olivia to tap into that ability to... I'm not really sure what exactly, I mean, word-wise, what to use. Did she take in what was happening to the redhead? I don't remember the character name they gave her right now. But did she absorb it kind of thing to kind of lessen the blow? Because she was all sweaty and everything too. Something along those lines. I'm sure you can describe it much better than I can. Okay, that was cool. Let's shift a little forward. Let's now move into William Bell, the suspicion from Walter, going back to the St. Clair's to get the journal, the entry journal, and doing that lemon cake pig thing, whatever. Anyways, the whole thing was quite elaborate to get to the almond oil trace to find William. That was crazy. But I guess it's very Walter. And if that's scientifically possible in some form. I mean, Cortex fan obviously doesn't exist, but if there's any truth to that with what he was trying to do, those of you who are in the know of that kind of science, you're more than welcome to try to explain that. But I'm halfway teasing because I wouldn't understand it anyway. Okay, but the whole thing now, though, of just the reveal officially of William Bell and Nina, I'm going to choose to believe this Nina did not know, and she's not in cahoots like the other Nina was in season 1. I'm making that choice, but if it does get revealed that she is, I guess that fits the Nina character anyway, right? Yes, okay. So essentially then he either faked his death, which is that'd be kind of cruel though, because I mean, if he had lymphoma and then he's dying of it or didn't want to die of it, and then you go and tell Nina that I'm going to go and drive off a cliff, essentially to just not do that and then plan all this stuff. Well, then again, you know what? It's been pointed out to me in many different ways that William Bell was never really that much of a good guy anyway. So these are just variations, I guess. Right? There's season 1 version, season 2. Well, I mean, he sacrificed himself in season 2. So it's supposed to be the same William Bell, but it's a different timeline. Oh, okay, all that plays in. Okay, I get it. William Bell is the antagonist. All right, just leave it at that. That's all. I think that's all I need to understand at this point. And they're going to have to defeat him. And not only is he the antagonist, which now leads to one of the coolest points of this episode. Jones! Yes, he was officially the bishop to be taken out of the chess game. So I like that. I like how he, just by name alone, you make it seem, well, for Jones to believe it's the actual bishops he needs to go after, but I guess the symbolism of the bishop, which, if I'm not mistaken, that's why I said the comment, remove church and state, it means the church, right? Bishop, archbishop kind of thing. That's the symbolism of that particular chess piece. And so the queen, in this case, who's that supposed to be? Who's the king? Well, you know who the pawns are. Cortex fan kitties. Amongst many pawns. Anyway, I like how that whole thing happened. That was great. And then him realizing it at the end, although the action of it all seemed very swift. You know, it's just like Jones, no Jones officially, but I could understand it if, again, cramming of story to reach the conclusion of the season so far. And then I have to remember that the conclusion for me will be episode 19 somehow. So now, just like, how is that traced back to that episode? I really look forward to seeing that. But okay, yeah, so that was great. I'm sorry, people. I get like this when it's a lot of information I'm trying to process. What else? Then we have the whole nanite thing. Yeah, I've seen all kinds of stuff with nanites, so the technology of that, sure, that comes into play with the story. I'm trying to see anything else, maybe in terms of performance. Well, I mean, performance is always great. I did love that dinner scene between Peter and Olivia. That was great. That was a heartwarming moment. You know, very Polivia for me. I love it. That was great. As long as they have each other, they can conquer the world, right? Love conquers everything. Oh, yes. Okay, here we are. The whole sunbeam thing. That was pretty cray-cray. I mean, actual sunbeam. Just ready to level up Boston with all those oil reserves or something that they found, right? But that's all solved and settled at the end of the episode. So if that was kind of solved for now, I can only presume then that we're going to go into some other stuff he has ready to go. I mean, that's probably one thing out of many. And that's what episode 22 is going to be about, to stop some other type of cataclysmic thing to officialize his collapse of both worlds into the new world with his evolution, his X-Men, put it that way, his X-Men in cages. Ugh. Yeah. Speaking of that, I don't remember the episode, but the reference I remember from a YouTuber who left it. I'm not gonna go look for it. I have some of them screenshot though. But there was a reference to Dr. Moreau, right? I don't remember the episode, don't remember the season, but I'm sure many of you who know. I'm just thinking of the movie, The Island of Dr. Moreau. Terrible movie, but it is a Marlon Brando movie nonetheless. And the whole concept with those, hybrid beasts and all that, I guess that kind of plays into all of this, the playing God factor, trying to create your own species of life, and yeah, all that stuff, just all mishmashed in this entire series. It's pretty cool. All right, so I know I'm missing a bunch of other things and maybe notable things you would want me to have said in this moment, but if you've been watching my reactions, it's not really been my strong point. So I'll leave it up to you. That's where you come in. You are the guides, right? Guide me through what I should take note of for this episode, or that whatever you appreciate, just in general, because sometimes I don't always care for what other people care for on stuff, but I don't mind reading it and getting some idea about it. Yeah, I think that's enough said for this episode. I mean, the cliffhanger was just so damn good that I am going to see if I can figure out a way, but I don't think so. I do batch recordings in one day now. It's pretty much how I'm able to get through my own work schedule and record reactions. So it's a long day for me. Okay. Ashamoji wise, I hope it's obvious then. Ashamoji, it's 10 of them. 10 of them. 10 Ashimojis, yeah. So yeah, it's a 5 Ashamoji for sure. Fantastic episode. I look forward to rewatching certain scenes as I'm editing and reading your comments about it. So there you have it. That's my reaction, my afterthoughts for episode 21 from the 4th season of Fringe. If you want access to my full unfiltered reaction to this episode, including bonuses that I'll only be sharing with my club members, especially bonuses related to the finale of this season, details on joining my club is in a description box below for you. All right, people, as Walter said it in this episode, peace out! Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and check out my other videos.